walk their ass. And when I
The WWE Universe is in shock as Jacob Fatu has struck again, launching a savage, unrelenting assault on Solo Sikoa during Raw, igniting the latest chapter in the Bloodline's brutal collapse. What began as a betrayal at Money in the Bank has now erupted into full-blown warfare. Fatu isn't just sending a message, he's rewriting the rules of vengeance in WWE. The Samoan psychopath is on a warpath, and no one is safe. If you thought the last attack was brutal, think again. This is personal. This is destruction. This is Fatu's reign of terror. The Bloodline betrayal hits nuclear levels. The tension within the Bloodline has been palpable for months, with cracks growing deeper as Roman Reigns remains absent. Solo Sikoa has struggled to hold the crumbling faction together, his resolve tested every week. Yet, Jacob Fatu, the unpredictable wild card, has seized the moment to systematically dismantle Solo, not just physically, but psychologically. With a savage fury that speaks of betrayal and deeply personal pain. The arena was electric with anticipation during Solo's match against Bronson Reed. Suddenly, the lights cut out, plunging the crowd into darkness and silence. When the lights flickered back on, the atmosphere exploded with shock and horror. Towering over the ring stood Jacob Fatu, eyes blazing with cold hatred, his presence a dark omen. Before Solo could even react, Fatu unleashed his wrath. Carnage in the ring. The attack that shook WWE. Fatu didn't just attack Solo, he obliterated him. With a monstrous roar, he delivered a devastating Samoan drop, sending Solo crashing through the announcer's table with a sickening crash that echoed throughout the arena. The sheer force of the impact left the crowd stunned into silence, the announcers struggling to process the carnage unfolding live before their eyes. But Fatu's brutality didn't end there. As officials scrambled to intervene, the savage giant grabbed a steel chair, looping it around Solo's throat like a noose. Then, with ruthless precision, Fatu executed a top-rope moonsault, a move of breathtaking athleticism and bone-shattering impact, driving Solo's body onto the unforgiving steel chair. The sickening crack reverberated, silencing the crowd into stunned disbelief. Medical teams rushed to Solo's side, desperately trying to revive the motionless warrior. But this was more than an attack. It was a declaration of war, a message that Jacob Fatu is not just a rival, but an unstoppable force, hell-bent on destroying Solo's very legacy. Calculated brutality, the mastermind behind the chaos? This was no random act of violence. Fatu's attack was a calculated, merciless strike designed to maximize Solo's pain and humiliation. Every moment was choreographed to inflict suffering, proving that this is deeply personal, far beyond a typical wrestling rivalry. Adding an eerie layer to the night's events was the presence of Paul Heyman. Caught on camera backstage, Heyman was seen smirking subtly, as if pleased with the devastation unfolding in the ring. Is this sinister smile a sign that Heyman is orchestrating the Bloodline's final chapter? Is this the opening move in a larger scheme involving Rollins' faction? The mystery thickens, and the WWE Universe is left wondering how much deeper this rabbit hole goes. The end of the Bloodline as we know it? Roman Reigns remains conspicuously absent from the chaos, leaving fans to speculate about his inevitable return. Will Reigns intervene to save what's left of the Bloodline? Or is this the official end of an era? The Bloodline, once the most dominant faction in WWE history, now seems fractured and vulnerable, teetering on the edge of collapse. The most chilling moment came after the brutal assault. As Solo lay broken and battered, Jacob Fatu stood over him and whispered something so terrifying that it made Solo's eyes widen in pure horror before he finally passed out. Whatever those words were, they sent a shockwave through the WWE universe, hinting at dark days ahead, a psychological torment that may haunt Solo for months, if not years. Jacob Fatu, the harbinger of destruction. Jacob Fatu is no ordinary adversary. His sheer physicality, combined with a ruthless mindset, marks him as a new kind of monster in WWE. His onslaught on Solo Sikoa is the most violent the WWE landscape has seen since the Shield's heyday. And it's clear that Fatu will not rest until Solo is utterly broken, physically, mentally, and emotionally. The intensity and brutality of this feud are unmatched. Every move, every look, every whispered threat adds layers of depth to their story, making it must-watch television for every wrestling fan. What's next? Can Solo survive this onslaught? The big question now is, can Solo Sikoa survive? Can he rise from the ashes of this merciless attack and reclaim his honor and his place in WWE? Or is this the beginning of the end for the Bloodline, signaling a complete reset for one of WWE's most compelling storylines? Is this also the moment when Roman Reigns finally returns? And if so, is Paul Heyman's involvement part of a larger, darker plan to reshape the WWE landscape forever? The answers remain shrouded in mystery, but one thing is certain. This feud is far from over, and the war for the Bloodline's soul is just beginning. Sound off below, smash that like button and subscribe. What do you think, WWE Universe? Is Jacob Fatu the ultimate destroyer? Or is Solo Sikoa destined for a heroic comeback? Will Roman Reigns return as a savior or a destroyer? And what role is Paul Heyman really playing in this escalating blood feud? Drop your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat in this explosive saga. This war is far from over, and it's only getting more intense. Stay tuned and keep it locked right here for all the latest WWE news and updates.